Hello everybody and welcome to something I think is very special. I got this Samsung E900 in the box with all the accessories just as it came back in 2006, and this is actually the second unboxing that I'm doing for this phone, because back in 2006 or 2007 I actually had this phone when I was in high school, and I remember thinking it was just the coolest thing ever. It was just the pinnacle of technology back then, and this is from an era, 2006, as I said, where phones were still cool, still innovative. And yeah, with my carrier back in those days, you get a new phone, or you can order a new phone every 2 years, and every 2 years there was just a leap in technology. The cameras got miles better. Maybe one day you get a flip phone, and the next 2 years you get a slide phone like this. And these have these little touch buttons, which is they're not physical buttons, but they are kind of touchscreen-ish kind of thing. They're in cars still these days, and people apparently hate them. But this was just, at that time, so modern and so cool. I got this phone from Marketplace, and it only cost me 25-ish bucks, so that's a great deal. That's a lot cheaper as when they were new, obviously. So let's have a little look at the box here and what some of the specs are. It's got that, whatever that is. It's just some kind of satellite. I don't know what that means really. Maybe we'll find out. A 2-megapixel camera, all of 2 megapixels. Now that was a lot in 2006. Those were the best photos you've ever seen on a phone. We have MP3 player and 64 poly. Very important. I'm not sure what that means, but it's better than 32 poly, so upgrades, right? And we got WAP 2.0. Now I think that is internet capabilities, so we'll see if that still works on this phone. Here's a little bit of a better look at the specs. We got a 2-megapixel camera, as I said. We had a 2-inch screen. Now that is adequate. That is I'd say average. It's all you need, right? 2 inches does a job, I guess. There we go. The 64 polyphone, the ringtones, of course. This is 2006, 2007. Ringtones are important in those days because that is how you showcase your unique personality to the world, right? You maybe have Crazy Frog or some other funny thing, and back in those days you would text some dodgy service that had an ad on TV, and they will charge you 1 or 2 euros per ringtone. So that was very important. So this has 64 poly ringtones. That's a great feature. Love that for it. It's got an MP3 player, and it's got MMS, Java, and WAP 2.0. So great specs. This was quite a high-end phone in those days. Now let's unbox this and see if it even turns on, and let's see what we have here. So it opens with this flap, and then it opens from the side. All right, so the functional style with the touch of the future. Just Samsung was like, let's give it a touch of the future. No, let's not go crazy here, but a little touch of the future, that's nice. We want functional style, that's for sure, but we give it a touch. Nothing crazy. So let's see what a touch of the future looks like. There we have it. This is a Dutch phone. I'm Dutch. This is the Netherlands, so this is a Dutch phone. This is the manual, and we don't need that because we're tech savvy and we're just gonna figure it out, right? Well, this is 2006, so there's a bunch of cables, not like today's phones, because I think you still get a cable with the iPhone, to be fair, but not the charging thing, the brick, if you will. But of course, this comes with all of it. So naturally, we have the charger, and it's USB, whatever, if it's even USB, I don't exactly know. Every phone in 2006 and that era had its own unique charger, and it would even, not just Samsung, all the models of Samsung had the same charger. It might even be different per model in the same brands. So that is what that is. We have a USB cable, which is very handy, with the same plug, and the headphones, of course, because these come with headphones. They look quite modern. It's a little bit like shaped like the AirPod nowadays, no? The wired ones at least. Same plug, and we got a little thing, answer calls, I guess, and even, where is it? Oh, there, a little clip, so you can clip it to your blouse or your shirt or whatever. And of course, the phone itself. Now, this is just a beauty, isn't it? It's a beautiful phone. I think it's very, very classy. It's black, you know, with the chrome. The little touch buttons that just turn off when you don't use them, and it's just classy. And it is a slide phone, which I love. You want a little bit of a, like, this is a fidget thing as well. It's not just a phone, it's a fidget thing, and I think that you want that in a phone, right? It's just multi-purpose. I like it. So let's see what we have here. We have the screen, obviously, all of 2 inches. These are physical buttons, and then this is where the touch buttons will appear in a sec. Just standard speaker. You flip it open. These are also physical keys. They got a little bit of a chrome detail in the keyboard, which is for the overall classy look of it. This is just like, I'm overusing the word classy, but that is what it is to me. Like, this is just cool. On the back we got a speaker, and then the battery is under here, obviously. We got a camera, a selfie mirror, which is very handy, and a flash. So that's basically it, and let's see if it turns on, right? And it just fires right up. This is a 21-year-old phone. Cool animation, Samsung Fun Club, because we're all about fun here. And there we go. This is the standard wallpaper. Now this phone is in Dutch, obviously. I don't think it's January 1. It's also not 12. But you know, we can forgive that. So this is it. These are the touch buttons. Below here are the number keys. And they play a little tune. Like, every number has its own note. So if you are musically inclined, which unfortunately I'm not, you could play a little tune. So that's actually great. Maybe I am musically inclined in the end. Anyway, also this has a dedicated button, if this thing will focus, for MP3 and camera right over there. Here's the on and off button. We have the charger port. And it's got a micro SD slot, I'm sorry, and a volume rocker. That's basically it. And then the touch buttons will appear there. So let's go into the menu and see what we have here. We got call lists, which is just whatever calls you have made and what calls you received. Pretty standard stuff. We have a web browser. Now, I don't think there's a SIM card in here. So, okay, so everything is in Dutch, as you can see. The browser. Now, this is before 3G even, so I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let's just see if we can go to any website. And let's test my T9 skills a little bit here. Let's see if I still got it. Because obviously you have the T9 keyboard here, which is like 3 letters per key. And it takes a little bit of work to put in a URL here. So we're just going to go ahead and see if we can see if I still got it. And I'm not too bad. I really wonder if it's going to work, the internet. I don't know if this Surface is still supported here in the Netherlands. Samsung.com. Let's go. It's doing something. No, it's not. The service is not available. That's a shame. So no internet on this phone. Maybe, you know, we can still fix it, but for now this doesn't work, unfortunately. We have a calendar, January 2005. Let's see how far we can go. Let's see if we can put it on. Oh, it's going to be long, actually. Oh, I broke it. So calendar, all pretty standard stuff, really, nothing that special. Um, so the touch buttons are very, very sensitive, so I keep accidentally hitting them with my fat thumb. That's okay. This is contacts, nothing special here. Some messages. Now this is a second-hand phone, obviously, so maybe there's some messages from a previous 145 messages. Now, I'm not gonna read that on YouTube. There might be a whole family drama in there. Maybe. Let's take a quick look. All right, find that. It's in Dutch. So let's not, like, no, that's maybe not cool. I'll read it in my spare time and I'll let you know if there's any tea that I need to spill, all right? Anonymously, obviously. So messages, pretty standard stuff. Camera, we'll get into that in a second. And then we got apps, which is very interesting. This phone came with some applications, obviously. Now, I don't know what the cutoff or what the criteria are for a smartphone, but you know, back in 2006, older people would definitely say, hey, this your phone is for calling and maybe texting, all these gizmos and gadgets you don't need. So it wasn't called a smartphone back then, but it might be considered in those days for sure. Now, not so much anymore maybe, but that definitely does more than just calling and texting. So it's pretty smart to me. So we got an MP3 player, which is very interesting actually, because if you open it, there's no songs on here right now. But if you open the MP3 player, you see there's an extra 3 touch buttons that appear for your music controls. The MP3 player is empty, there's no songs in here. But that is just interesting. It's like that was a mind-blowing thing for me in 2006, because, you know, what do you mean these buttons just disappear when I don't need them? Is this the future? Hello? That's just cool. So we have an MP3 player, which I can't show you unfortunately because we don't have any songs in here. We got a voice recorder. We can edit a photo. That's interesting. Let's see if there's any photos on here. Also probably from the previous owner. No photos. All right, that's interesting. This is full Photoshop, I assume. So let's go into the camera and see. We can take a photo and edit it all in our 2006 smartphone. Now I'm taking a photo here. Oh, it's recording video. All right, let's just delete that. This phone has very limited storage, so video might fill it up quick. Okay. We'll go into the camera in depth. I just want to see how the photo editing software works. So you're gonna take a photo of my window, the view from the window. All right, so we got a photo in here now, and we want to go into our, what I assume is a full-fledged Photoshop 2006. So edit photo, load new photo. There we go. Great, choose. Now you see how sharp these 2 megapixel photos are, right? Even on this high definition screen, it's great. So let's see what options we got. We get some effects. Oh, we can make it black and white. We make it negative, sepia. Let's make it antiquated. So this is antiquated. Let's make it antiquated. That would be nice. Oh, so you see the difference between the modern photo that I just took and now it just looks antiquated? That's amazing. How did they do that? All right. What else can we do? So we have an effect. We can edit it. We can add something to it. Let's do that. That seems interesting. Another photo, a clip art. I definitely want to. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Now there is a coffee cup in the photo, but I just want to have a cooler coffee cup. You see this? And we can move it around a little bit even. Let's put a nice little coffee cup here on the ledge. Wow, beautiful. This is some high-end photo editing. This is all you need in 2006 because this is the style you wanted back then. We can add a text. That's great. What text do we add? Seems like there's some kind of autocorrect or some kind of feature where you, which it would be in Dutch. Okay, let's just type something else. Oh. Hello. Oh, look, in red. Wow. Can we make it bigger as well? Text size. You want it big. This is great. Yes, we're done. You see that? Oh. I screwed it up. Okay, well, full-fledged Photoshop on a 2006 Samsung E900. What crazy times, really, right? They could do everything back then. We have games too. Just it doesn't stop, the features on this phone. What also doesn't stop is me hitting the touch button accidentally with my fat thumb. But you know, that's not the phone's fault, that's me. So let's see what games we got. FIFA, Lemmings, I remember that. Asphalt, Urban GT, cool. It's a midnight pool. Now I play FIFA, and there's a short on this channel where I play a little bit of FIFA on this phone. If you want to check that out, you should. But for now, we're just gonna play some pool. Shall we? Nice, relaxing game of pool in 2006. You show this to your friends, and they were like, "Wow, you can play pool on your phone." The future is now, my friends. The future is now. It's loading. Oh, okay. It's working. This is the reason. Not necessarily this phone, but this is where the meme started of kids asking you if you got games on your phone. Because if you had a Samsung E900 in 2006, you did have games on your phone. Now, are you going to give this to a kid? I don't know. If it's a really cool and well-behaved kid, maybe, because you don't want your brand new Samsung E900 to be scratched or damaged by reckless kids. What does this say? It's in German for some reason. Nice. Now this is the vibe, guys. My German is not what. Did you see that? That's great. Sweet Home Alabama in low poly. There we go. Now this is so tiny and the camera doesn't really focus. I'm just gonna weiter. That means go. All right, let's play some pool. Am I braking? Okay. How do I control this? Okay, so it's with the keypad. You can see this. Let's just break it right there. How do I shoot? No? How do I shoot? Come on. Oh, no, that's not it. No. Oh my God. No, that's not it. That. Yeah, full power. Nah, it's a little bit off. There we go. Did I get anything? Not the white ball, come on. I'm not good at this, as it turns out. But like, that's the beauty of it. You have a Samsung now, so you can practice as much as you like, because this is just you. Now, you can do this whenever you want. You don't have to go to an actual bar. You just got it on your Samsung E900. It's just amazing. Now he's gonna shoot. Well, he's also not that good, so that's all right. All right, so that's enough pool for now. Let's go back into the menu. Yes. So midnight pool, we got asphalt. Sorry, that's me again. Java games. There's a bunch of games. You won't ever be bored with this phone. There's a world clock, there's an alarm, a calculator, whatever that is, a timer, stopwatch, key management, maybe some password thing. We got notes and something that is to do with the SIM card. The files on it. Now there's one photo. I don't think I saved our beautiful Photoshop edit, but I did make this nice, it did save the nice picture of my window. That's just, this is the best photo you've seen on a phone in 2006. It's just, look at this high definition. It's amazing. So we'll check out the camera in a second here. We got videos, music, sounds, standard stuff really. Some settings, also probably, oh my lord, me and my fat thumbs. Yes, basic settings, lighting, backlight, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Oh, well, no need to change that. Network, Bluetooth. This has the way that you would send photos and even entire songs is by Bluetooth. So you would just search another phone up, one of your friends, and send the whole songs and pictures through Bluetooth, because there was no WhatsApp on this thing, obviously, in those days. You did have MMS, which is an SMS where you can send a picture, but that was so expensive, you would just rather do it through Bluetooth. And I tried it with the iPhone to send a picture through Bluetooth. It doesn't accept it, so that doesn't work anymore. Other settings, it's basic stuff really. Let's check out the 2-megapixel camera. That was just a lot. I remember this having a 2-megapixel camera, that was already great. And then I think a Samsung came out with a 5-megapixel camera, and we were all like, what? How? That is crazy. And I don't know if this screen does it justice really. I'm gonna try with the USB cable that is included to get the photo that I just took off of the phone, and then if I succeed, because it's all old technology, I will include it in the video. So this is a camera, and it also does video, which not every phone back then did. Like sometimes you could just take photos and that's it, there's no video. So yeah, photo, we saw the quality of the photo that we have. Let's see what we have in the camera. So there's a bunch of options here. Effects, the same effects that you could do. Oh, there's a flash, let's test the flash. So flash always on. Oh, there we go. That is, it's not the brightest flash, to be fair, but it does a job. I don't know if there's a torch function on here, so you can access the light, you know, just for torch purposes outside of the camera. Don't think I've seen that. So yeah, let's take a picture right quick here. I would have expected some kind of over-the-top shutter sound, because a lot of these phones do have that. But this is a very quiet photo, which is great, I guess. Well, there's a bunch of options, things you can do with the photo. Send it through MMS. Let's see if that works. Okay. Maybe through email. I can see an email app on this. I thought maybe you couldn't even do email on it. Is there no email? Oh. Let's test out the dedicated camera button here. You have to hold it. There we go. Cool. So let's try and take a video with flash, obviously. Flash always on, and then go to video mode. Oh. Video. It turns the flash back off. Turn it back on. There we go. Okay, so let's take a little video. We are recording. Hello everybody. This is the Samsung E900 live from 2006. Saved. Let's play it.
We are recording. Hello everybody. This is the Samsung E900 live from 2006.
Great. That is just the most crisp video I've seen. This is just next level. If I can get this off the phone, I will include it in the video. It looks, yeah, this looks amazing. It's 2 megapixels, so it's basically as good as the eye can see in 2006. So yeah, but what else do we need on the phone? Like, I don't know why they just haven't stopped. Is this the peak of phone technology? I think it's close. It looks the part. It's got all the features you might ever need, and just imagine just taking a call like that and then just slamming it shut when you wanna hang up. It's just, that's what you want. That's what I miss in phones. Physical keyboard as well. Maybe it's just nostalgia talking here, but these days phones were cool. Cooler than they are now with the glass labs. I get they're more functional now, and I'm filming this with an iPhone to be fair, but you know, it just has something really cool to it. So let's simulate a call here, what it would be like if you got a very important call in 2006 and you can answer it. Look at that, people. The future is calling. Hello? Future? Hi. Thank you. And goodbye. And you just hang up like that. Just something, a physical thing, like the flip phone as well, you flip it closed to hang up. It's dramatic, and I like that. That's great. These days with the iPhone, just angrily press the red button. It just doesn't do it for me. I need that. I need it to slam shut or flip shut. Which, to be fair, they're not that new anymore. The Samsungs, the flip phones, the newer ones, they do that too. So I might get one of those, just, you know, for the dramatic end call function, because that is important to me. You know, I tend to end calls dramatically. Sue me. So there we have it, the Samsung E900. It's a great phone, and it's been a nostalgia, like a trip down memory lane for me, really, because I actually had this phone in high school, and so I'm really glad to have one again and to be able to unbox it like this for all of 25 bucks. So I've been going down a little bit of a buying spree on Marketplace, and I've actually found a lot of phones that I used to own. So I'm gonna do more videos like this, unboxing, if I can get them with the box included. Usually it's just the phone, obviously. But I got a bunch of other phones underway. I'm gonna make videos like this on those phones. So if you would like to see that, consider subscribing, and you will see them when they come out, probably hopefully soon. So that's it. Thank you for watching in any case, and I'll see you in the next one.